Let's talk about it. Let's talk about my unpopular opinions about the current conversation on the publishing industry. I really do think that the online gate is kind of missing the point. Now, before I get into anything specific, I think there's a very large group of people in the bookish community who are using their platform to criticize publishers and even the writers themselves. Yes, it's important to address the real issues that you're seeing. I think it's equally important to uplift those who aren't falling into those harmful norms that you're finding. I think if people with platforms complain, but also don't spotlight POC authors, diverse genres, or overlooked works, they're unintentionally contributing to the very problem that they're trying to criticize. So with that being said, let's talk about trope marketing and why I don't hate it. I know. Maybe we should hold hands while I say this. 4 fun facts about me. I'm Black, I'm a woman, I'm a writer, and I'm young. So already, right off the bat, I'm fighting to prove my worth, prove my value, because I'm in a space that isn't necessarily catered towards people like me. Does that make sense? Another fun fact, I work in social media. We need to realize that trope marketing is a way that people can grab attention, and they can grab attention quickly. So I don't think that trope marketing is inherently bad. What the real issue is that we have such a large amount of people using trope marketing when they don't need to, or heavily relying on it when it's not necessary. You know, while we're talking about this, let's also dive into the publishing industry. An increase in lower quality, more commercialized books, in my oh so humble opinion, is mutually exclusive from the lessening prevalence of higher quality books. And I think the actual issue is that the publishers aren't giving the same spotlight to those who are trying to break the norm and trying to tackle more niche, more important issues in their literature. I think it's important to remember that publishing is a business, which means it's always going to cater into the demand. And obviously, literature is not the only thing that has dipped in quality because they're prioritizing quantity. That is literally how capitalism works. I think if we really want to see change, we need to encourage more people to expand their reading outside of BookTok, to read more genres, and to encourage growth as a reader instead of hating on people and only focusing on the negatives that come with the publishing industry. Because at the end of the day, that is what literature is for. It's for changing your perspective and introducing you to new conversations on topics that affect your life. If you're not changing your habits as a reader, then you are choosing the system to stay exactly how it is. I have a full Substack post coming out tomorrow morning to talk more in depth about all of this. If you agree, disagree, you should let me know. Hopefully I didn't hurt anybody's feelings. But yeah.